This is the review for Target 2.1. It's going to allow you to improve upon your advanced solving test. This paper, you're going to be focusing on tables and writing equations and using those equations to solve. Also, you need to understand slope and y-intercept and how those can be seen in context, table, graph, and equations, and so on. Once you've completed this page with notes, then you should go to the other back of the page, and then you'll practice very similar problems. Okay, so let's start here. It says Steven started with $20. That means that in month 0, he's got $20 right away. Every month he saved $30 more. So that means we're going to add 30 every month. So as we come down here, we're adding 30 every time. Okay, so 20 plus 30 is 50, plus 30 is 80, plus 30 is 110, plus 30 is 140. Okay. Then this, whenever x is 0, that is your y-intercept. Okay. So right here, y-intercept. So that's always this one, y-intercept. And then your slope right here is your rise over your run. So the run is going up by 1, the rise is going up by 30. So far we can write an equation then. So y equals 30 over 1, the rise is 30, the run is 1, then we got to put x right next to the slope, plus the y-intercept of 20. Okay. You can also use this equation now to answer some questions. So predict the savings in month 15. Okay. So we would put, since month is our x and savings is our y, I'm going to put 15 in for x. So y equals 30. And instead of x, let's put 15 in. And add 20. And whatever this computation is, it's going to be our amount. 30 times 15, type it into your calculator, is 450 plus 20, $470. So by using this equation, we can put the month in, and it tells us how much money we'll have saved at that month. Okay. Next, table 2. It's very similar. Where do we start? Well, she started, it took her 200 minutes. So that's going to be the beginning. All right, so 200. Okay, and then every week we are going to decrease, go down by 5. Okay, so 195, 190, 185, and 180. Okay. Now we need to make an equation. Again, it's y equals the slope. So we're going down by 5. So negative 5 over 1. Our run is 1. X plus the start. So the start is 200. Okay. We can now use this equation to answer questions, but here's what's different. 85 minutes is a y value. Okay. So we need to put y values in for y. So it's going to go, this 85 goes in here. So 85 equals negative 5x plus 200. So now we have to solve for x. So we have to make this plus 200 go away and then the multiplication go away. So to make this go away, I'm going to subtract 200 from both sides of the equal sign. And I get negative 115 equals negative 5x, because these canceled. Then I need to take negative 115 divided by negative 5 to find x. So x will equal negative 115 over negative 5, which is going to be 23 weeks. So just make sure you're careful with what they give you. They gave us minutes. Minutes is a y value. These are the y's. These are the x's. Okay. All right, down here, we have to do slope and y-intercept. So slope, in math language, they usually tell us the slope. So the slope of a line is positive 3. So then I know that's the slope. Y-intercept is any time that the x is 0, the other number is your y-intercept. Okay, because it goes through that point. 0, negative 2 is the y-intercept. For this one, remember that the y-intercept is our start, and the slope is your rate of change. So Renata planted a new tree when it was 84 centimeters tall, so that's the start. Okay, start. Okay, and then it grows, this is the rate of change, grows 17 centimeters per year. 17 centimeters per 1 year. Or just 17 is fine. Okay, here's a table, similar to up here, where we have here we were going down by 5, that was our rise, and our run was going up by 1. So let's look at this one. Our rise is going up by 5, so that's our going up by 5, and our run is going up by 1. Okay, y-intercept again, that is when x is 0. So 3 is y-intercept, or just 3. You don't have to write the whole point, you can just write 3. Okay, this one, the y-intercept, when you look at this, is where we cross the y-axis. So right there is the y-intercept of 4. Okay, and the rise and the run. So just find any 2 points. So we can see that we're rising by 2. So 2, and our run is 1. Like that. Okay. And lastly, in an equation, whatever is when y is by itself, so that's kind of key, that if this is alone, whatever is multiplying by x is your slope. So I'm going to put a negative 2 right there, and then whatever number is adding with the x, that is your y-intercept. Okay. So use these notes to help you do the other side. Once that looks good and I've checked your answers, then you're ready to do the retake for target 2.1.